Hello? Hello? Oh. Hello, everybody. My name is Yuhu, and I'm the SA Executive Vice President. So you guys have heard about this SWAU chant competition, but due to the COVID spiking and all these things happening on campus, we like to keep you guys healthy, so we wanted to move this to an online competition. So if you would still like to enter it to win this $400 prize, just send us a video how you would like it to be presented in front of everybody, and send a video to essay@swau.edu, and then we will look at it and then put them together and then have students who vote on it. And the deadline, we'll tell you what the deadline is in the email. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. If you all can come on in, take a seat. We're going to go ahead and get started. We have a lot to do today. We're hoping it's going to be fun and exciting, and you guys are here to support some of your fellow students. So we need to hear you supporting them. They are up here. They're going to share some of their ideas with you, and we're really, really excited that you're here to hear them, okay? So I'm going to start with a word of prayer to get us going, and then I'll hand it over to Enactus. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this beautiful day. Thank you for our campus, our students. Thank you for just being there for us and with us. I ask that you please be with our students in the next couple of weeks. I ask that you be with those that are sick and provide healing. Be with those that are feeling stress and anxiety and give them comfort. Be with those who are just struggling or worried about their academics and provide them with guidance and determination as they finish out their semester. And just continue to guide our steps and help us to continually go to you for everything that we need. In your name we pray, amen. Okay, so today's assembly is brought to you by Enactus. This is our Launch You semifinal pitch competition. We're setting up things to come in the spring. And some of our students are here. They're going to present some of their ideas with you. And I'm going to hand it over to our Enactus advisor, Lexi, who's going to tell you a little bit more about Launch You.
Hello, everyone. Well, today what is needed in the workforce are people, students, and employees that have whatever it takes to succeed, right, in the workplace. And some of those skills has to do with the entrepreneurial mindset. And Enactus this school year, I forgot to get this, sorry. We are focusing on bringing a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship on campus. That doesn't mean everyone needs to be an entrepreneur or needs to have their own business. The main goal is for all of you to develop that entrepreneurial mindset. And what is that mindset, you may ask? It's flexibility, it's critical and design thinking, it's being flexible, because as you know today, we live in uncertain times. So if you don't have that mindset, you're doomed. And we want you guys to succeed. And for that, we are collaborating with Collab, presenting Launch You. What is Launch You? Well, Launch You is a startup pitching competition, and this is happening all around universities, Southern, Walla Walla, Oakwood, and others. And obviously, we are part of it too. So what you're going to be seeing today is the semifinal. The semifinal means that the students that are presenting today, they are going to present on the final round next March here on campus. What are they winning? Well, they are winning a startup money, $5,000, $3,000, and $2,000 cash for the first three winners. And also the opportunity to win more money if they go to the national competition that is being paid for the number one. And that is in San Diego, California. So, so today, what you're going to be seeing is Launch You. that is part of Brand New. And this is a competition, a pitching competition. Your fellow friends, students, classmates have been preparing for this. So we're going to go through this really fast. And they have 2 minutes to win your favor and to explain to the judges what is happening. And the judges have 3 minutes to give feedback. By the way, I want to thank all of the judges that are here, and I want them to give their names, companies, organizations, and just briefly, so you guys know who is here today.
Wayne Powell, CEO of Civitas Senior Living in Fort Worth, Texas.
Hello, I'm Cooper Vitito. I'm the president of Civitas Senior Living in Fort Worth.
You all know me, Anna Patterson. I've taught 7 years in the business department, but I also own a business also, Rain Tree Homes in Cleburne, Texas.
Thank you for being here, and we're gonna start just now.
Good afternoon, Southwestern. How y'all doing today? Oh, come on, give it up a little bit more. How y'all doing today? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Without further ado, our first contestant is Yuhu and Matthew Hansen. Give it up for both of them.
Good afternoon, my name is Matthew.
And my name is Yuhu, and we love Coffee House.
Yuhu, there's something I've been thinking about. If you're a student on campus and the library is closed and you don't have a car, where do you go to study?
I have no idea.
We have a problem, and with every problem, there needs to be a good solution.
We can build our own coffee house on campus.
Whoa, Yuhu, slow down. There's a lot that goes into that. First, what even makes a good coffee shop?
I can tell you that right now. We need some good environment for good lighting so we can take good pictures for Instagram.
Yuhu, it's not all about pictures. There's got to be something that brings customers back. It's got to be quality, the taste of the coffee, something better than just the environment.
You're right, but what about our mission? As students here, we love to give back to our community.
Okay, the mission is good, but Yuhu, it doesn't really matter what we think. The real question is, what do the SWAU students think?
Well, we pulled a survey on our students, so here's what they think.
All right, so 87.8% of our students on campus drink coffee. And when we polled you of how often you drink coffee, you drink it a lot. You're addicted. So we saw an opportunity. We thought, okay, people drink coffee, there's a market. But what do they look for when looking for a coffee shop? Wi-Fi, location, and quality and price. Well, quality, price, and Wi-Fi are all great places. But location is what sets us apart. So we found a solution.
You Coffee for You. It's an on-campus, self-sustaining coffee house with the purpose to connect our campus and community. Thank you.
Judges, you have 3 minutes to respond.
Okay, so I will begin by letting you know that I think you did a great job with something that's very vital, and that's establishing what the problem is, and then having a basis for the solution that you're presenting. So it's very important to have a solid problem statement. I'd like to hear a little more, I think, about what the location would be, and some of those additional details probably need to be expanded on.
Agreed with Ms. Patterson. Presentation, very nice. Thank you. One of the questions I had was the definition of a lot, because the first thing of revenue is understanding, how many units you're going to sell a day, those type of things, and then who can afford those units and those type of things. That would be something that the next round, I think, would need to be vetted out a little bit.
I agree with both of them. I thought the presentation was great. I think the communication between you back and forth, it was engaging, and I appreciated it. I like information and data as well, and there were some percentages on students that drink coffee, and I think that's great. But I didn't hear how many students, was that all of the students? Was that 50 students, 25? because the amount of folks that drink coffee is very important. Studying was a huge thing, so I think y'all did a very good job on saying that this is a spot where there is Wi-Fi capabilities and ability to study as well. So anyways, I thought you did a good job. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Do we answer the question or do we?
And Matthew and Yuhu, I'll give it up for their presentation. Next, we have Christopher Fenley. Give it up for him, you guys.
Imagine going to a church and having to watch an online sermon because there's no pastor there to preach. Elders and members can be trained to preach. We introduce to you Advent Preaching. This is an online training source that helps train members and elders how to preach powerful biblical sermons. We compiled a digital library from the top preachers within our denomination, pastors, professors, that make simple, easy videos to follow so that anyone can learn. Over the last 6 months, we have experienced a big blessing. Over 700 members in our community and over 15,000 views of our digital content that we have originally created. So what's next? We want to open up a scholarship for students, those who preach in their local churches. And we also want to expand our digital library. What's the result? More preachers and the gospel being proclaimed all the way to the ends of the earth.
Judges, your response?
Question before well, first off, very good presentation, very well thought out. First question is it currently an online service at this point?
Yes, currently it's online. We started off with a Facebook private community, then we expanded to our adventpreaching.com online platform.
Okay, and so that's the 15,000 hits you've already had.
Yes, so far we've garnered 15,000 plus views.
Excellent. And this is a question that I don't know the answer to, so I'm going to ask you. What is the permission rights to be able to present these sermons?
Well, right now they're just video lectures. We do it in the form of simple conversations. And what we do is we've been inviting pastors, professors, those who have had about 15 to 20 years of preaching, and some of those who even teach homiletics. They come on and we do a simple Zoom call so that if a pastor wanted to play this in their local congregation, anybody, whether a nursing student, theology student, psychology student, or even a business major, would have the opportunity to preach in their local churches.
Well, first of all, I'm drawn to you because I appreciate your passion. It's nice to see someone get up and present so well. I certainly can't do that, so very, very good. And, you know, I absolutely understand. In a 2-minute presentation, really getting down to the bones of how things function, I don't think that's quite possible. I think you laid out some of the good key points. It seems it's a video lecture series for essentially a learning management system for people to be able to be preachers, and I think you did an outstanding job explaining that. You know, some details as how are the videos, who's recording the lectures, are people volunteering their time to be a part of that, and maybe establishing who the groups of folks that are volunteering their time to do these video lectures. Is it content that you guys are providing on your own, or are you reaching out to a group and so forth? But I thought it was, all in all, I thought it was fantastic, and anyways, it was exciting. Appreciate it.
So, sorry, one comment. First of all, college is a great time to start your own business because you have the advantage of time and the access to a lot of resources and people who know things, and you can ask questions. But I really think that your next step needs to be to decide how you're going to organize, and if this is going to be a nonprofit organization, to get a 501c3 filed. And figure out, because you have to think about sustainability, even if it's a nonprofit, and you have to figure out a way to be able to sustain this financially.
That was actually my follow-up question. Is it going to be a subscription-based or per-course-based system?
Well, as of right now, we're mainly functioning off of like donations or grants. So we're still deciding what is the best way to move forward that will be best for the church and for everyone in general.
Okay. I just suggest to make sure you have that vetted out for the next round because the sustainability, as Ms. Patterson was mentioned, is so important.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Christopher Finley. And next we have Catherine and Hario Diaz. Oh, they deserve more love than that. Come on, guys.
Hello, good afternoon. How you guys doing? Great.
Hello.
All right. So, you're going to have the slides on? Yeah, all right. All right. So, we're going to talk about a social awareness program that we're planning out, right? Next slide. There we go.
So what is social awareness? Social awareness is the ability to take perspective of others and interact to why they act the way they act.
Okay, here we have some points about how we can be social aware. Also, reach that emotion point between the people, because some people perceive other situations different ways. Everybody has to be aware of how they're perceiving that perspective, different perspectives. Description of pitch, we're gonna have a group of editors, photographers that will be interviewing people to discover untold stories of those needs by posting these videos, making small series of how their voice can be heard, make them be heard also.
In other words, we plan on being like the underground blog, like the underdog bloggers to post videos on like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube in order to get feedback, and then if people feel touched by these videos, we plan on getting donations.
Judges, you have 3 minutes to respond.
Well, first of all, I love the concept, and I love that this is kind of a theme of your generation in general of wanting to help other people and help people to be aware of needs in their community, if I'm following correctly.
Yeah.
I think the same thing, think about sustainability. How are you going to keep this going? Is this something that you want to do just on the side, or is this something you want to develop into like a full-blown business?
I see. So, in a way, so it's like we're going to take advantage of the social media base that we have already, which is Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Many people, kind of like bloggers, they get passive income from these entries, right? So that's one of the advantages that we have to us, that we can get passive income from many subscribers as we get viewers and all this stuff from Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And that's a kind of way like they're paying us with the viewers watching it for free, in a way. And also the GoFundMe for the own videos. They're always going to have a GoFundMe thing, and people that get touched by these videos go ahead and support money towards the program that we're having.
Well, nice job. Good job. Good interaction there. My question is, it seems to be very broad as far as essential supplies for the homeless. Have you defined how you're going to deliver those supplies? Maybe that's not something that needs to be answered now, but for sure on the next round. Number one is, acquisition, distribution, vetting out that process so that there's not loss between the cash coming in and the supply going out, that type of thing.
That type of thing, kind of like there's big companies, kind of like also the stores, like Walmart and all these others, that sometimes they take out food, right? And they give them as donations. So we're going to take advantage of that too, get supplies from them and do like food banks also for free, and give out food to the homeless, announce it on the social media platforms also. And we know that not all of them are people that aren't not in contact with social media, kind of like the older people, making posters and stuff, putting them out in the view outside.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I think the information that you shared and the need for it is very apparent, and I think some of the details that you just gave into the ins and outs and how to make it function and what the goals ultimately would be. I think that will help your presentation. Just a little bit of a little injection of those types of things, because it's very obvious that there's a need, and it looks like you have a good thought process and good ideas laid out. I think a little bit of the detail mixed in, which I understand is hard to do in 10 minutes, but it goes a long way in understanding. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Next up is Karen Hernandez.
Hi. Okay. Is my slide on? Okay. Well, I had a PowerPoint, but it's fine. Okay. So, do you remember being a teenager? What you wore mattered, right? It still does. Macklemore couldn't have said it better with his album Thrift Store. So, my name is Karen, and my brand is on a mission to make trendy clothes affordable for all. Convenience. It's a simple word that is the essence of everything that we do. We could easily walk everywhere, but it's much more convenient to drive a car. It's all about working smarter, but not harder. This is for you. If you enjoy saving money, but you still want to look good, this is for you. If you enjoy thrifting, but you just don't have the time to find that perfect pair of vintage jeans, this is for you. If you believe in sustainability. What if I could tell you that all of this is just a few clicks away? An Instagram store personalized for you. Currency's Closet will provide sustainable apparel at your convenience. Not only is the store convenient and customer friendly, but and it's also sustainable. When you're thrifting, there's this golden rule. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. However, with Currencies, you'll always win. Not only will you avoid this time-consuming process, but you will also have these items delivered right to your doorstep. It's really important for me to not only give back to the environment, but to also give to those It's also really important for me to give to those in need. I've created this plan of charity where for every 10 items sold, 1 item will be donated to a family that doesn't have any clothes. So help me help you afford the aesthetics you desire. Thank you.
Judges, you have 3 minutes to respond.
Thank you very much, and red shoes are never a bad idea. I had a question on your inventory. Maybe I just missed it, but where does the inventory for your store come from?
It's an Instagram, so I actually had a really nice PowerPoint, and I'm so sad you guys didn't see it. But it's an Instagram store. It's called Currency's Closet. You can look it up. I have some inventory on there. We have new drops coming up soon, so yeah.
But this is new clothing for sale, or it's
Okay, no,
upcycled?
this is secondhand clothing. So I thrift it, and sometimes people will give clothes that are new. You can buy it new, but you're technically buying it secondhand. Someone else is donating these clothes.
Someone is donating the clothing?
Sorry?
Did you say someone is donating the clothing?
Yeah, sometimes people donate new clothing, but typically it's usually secondhand clothing, like vintage clothes, or sometimes you can find gym workout, but for a new condition. So yeah.
Well, I thought you did a very good job explaining, affordability and convenience and how everybody's looking for that in clothing. And also, I really appreciate the business model. So from my perspective, when someone's presenting some ideas, the immediate questions that come up are exactly what you have listed out here, which key partners, key activities, et cetera, et cetera. So as you were talking, it was very clear on exactly what you're discussing. And then when I was peeking around the corner and I could see those things, it answered the question. So ultimately, I thought this was very well done, and I think you did a good job. So thank you.
Thank you.
Same as Cooper. I'm not able to see the business plan from this angle, and I'm too old to see that one. So it looks it looks like it's well put together. Just for the final competition, I think always having the, drill down as you would expect the next round, where your revenue is going to come, what it's going to take to sustain, what's your payroll going to be, how are you going to pay for that? Is it something you're just volunteering your time to do? What's your distribution channel? It's even getting items in, it's also hard to get items out to the right people. So that would be my suggestion there.
Thank you.
Next up is DeMarco. Give it up for DeMarco.
Imagine unexpectedly you received a song and you were expected to master your part. Hello? Well, I have created an app that will do just that. This app is called VoiceSep or VSEP, which means vocal separation. It will pinpoint each and every harmony and take them into each section so you will master them and make rehearsal tracks. User-friendly app that will be able to help anyone that wants to sing. And it's pretty hard to listen to harmonies as well. VoiceSep, the theme that you have a vocal separation, you will sing into the app your song, and it will pinpoint each and every harmony. It will then separate each harmony and show that this is the part that you'll be singing. So once that happens, it will then show you that you're singing a bit flat, you're singing a bit sharp, and things like that. So here, the business model that we have key partners that we would need be tech assistants. We would also need labels and legal rights as well, and copyright issues. We are working with our copyright issues and finalizing contracts with Spotify or as well as iTunes or Apple Music to get legal rights for those music as well. We have premium packages, which would be $599 a month with special features such as loops, transpositions, and all these other things. This app is a way to help people to encourage to gain more confidence in their singing abilities. Our target market is to vocal coaches, choral conductors, or any musical group. And just to remind that vocal separation is an app that will help you make your music life better.
I can't sing, so I wouldn't be a customer, but you did answer a lot of the questions that I had towards the end, specifically how you were going to make money, and so I'm glad you brought up the subscription model and specifically the price, which I actually think is reasonable. I would say do some research on if there's any type of competition like this out there, and if you do find something similar, really think about how you're going to differentiate your app and make it a little bit special.
That's actually my first question is, have you researched the competition? Is there anything
Yes,
similar?
so far there is no app that is specifically for voices. There's apps that have chords that you could download tracks from YouTube and it'll show you to play the chords in like guitar or piano or ukulele or whatever. But for singing voices, to know which part of, like, if I'm a tenor, you're singing this tenor part, there has not been any.
So how far along in development is your app?
Well, this is just an idea. I haven't actually developed it yet, so.
Now, one other question, is it for people who can't sing also, or for singers?
It's for anyone. I mean,
Okay.
if I hear a track, I could pinpoint my harmony. Sometimes it's off, but there are a lot of people that like to join, like, in music groups. They want to sing, but they're not confident in themselves. So by this time, it will help reduce the time wasted, because when you're in a musical group, you have to take time out of your day. And
So there might be hope for Ms. Patterson and myself then?
Sir?
So there might be hope for Ms. Patterson
Oh,
and
for
myself?
sure, for sure.
Do you have a song catalog? Do you have an idea about how you're going to have songs on the app?
Well, at the moment, no, but we would see how I would able to get legal access for that, and that's
Yeah.
what the legal team would help me figure
Yeah,
out.
so you've thought about someone developing the app. So first of all, the idea is awesome. I think it's fantastic.
you.
It's very intriguing. Plus, anything with technology, certainly from an app base, makes me excited. Having someone that actually can develop it is the first thing, because I couldn't do it. So I would say, hey, can you do that? The song catalog and establishing that, and what are the fees associated with doing that, and then to tie that back into what you're planning on charging for the package, and including all of those things. So some of the stuff that we've been talking about today is revenue stream with your expenses, all of those things considered. Ultimately, what is your goal? If you develop this app and it functions how you say it is, I think it's very, very cool and very useful, and I think that a lot of people will want it. Being able to get a song catalog in, I don't know, maybe it's like karaoke. I don't know what they pay royalties to when you're doing karaoke, and I know that's not what you're saying, but those are someone else's songs that you're essentially going through. So some things to consider, but all in all, I think it's a very good idea, and I thought you've thought through a lot of these ideas. So so I'm assuming you're a singer?
Yes, I do sing.
Okay, all right, fantastic. Well, great idea.
I just want to say thank you to all the contestants. Give a round of applause for them. And at this time, this concludes part 1 of this contest. If you want to see part 2, you will meet them in Pachero at 5:30, and there will be 5 more contestants as well. Again, give another hand clap for the judges, as well as the people who have organized this program.
Quickly, I'm going to invite anybody who presented today to come up onto the platform once again. And while they do, just to reiterate, if you all want to see more presentations, there are more students who've prepared their pitches, and that's going to be today at 5:30 in Pachero. You get to hear the pitches and get some free food. So who doesn't like Thai? And I want to say one more thing. First of all, we want to thank Civitas. So Civitas Senior Living is sponsoring this event on our campus this semester, which means that they're providing the finances in order for us to be able to host the event. And part of that includes that for each one of our students that's participating, so for each of you, they're going to get a $250 scholarship, including the ones that are presenting tonight. And they have access to LivePlan, which is an online software program to help them develop their business plans so that they can present for the finals in March. So we're really, really proud of them. As I give them their certificates, can you all give them one more round of applause? All right. So we hope to see you all tonight. Thank you very much. And we'll see you again in March. I'm going to let our judges go down. Thank you very much for your time. We had some announcements that we were pushing towards this time in the program, so I'm going to let Leeksy let the announcements roll.
Yeah, you know it's going down. Something big's about to happen. I got Rolando playing guitar, looking smooth. Yeah. I need to get dressed. Hold on, let me get something on. All right, let's go. It's going down November 15th, 2020 at 5 p.m. in the gym. You don't want to miss it. It's the ultimate game night for Southwestern Adventist University. It's not just for the guys, it's for the ladies too. Bring your girlfriend, bring your boyfriend. You don't want to miss this. You know why? Because I'm going to be there. But I got my boy Julian, who's going to be supervising the games to make sure everything's in shape. And you got me, of course, you know. But first, I want to show my appreciation. Thank you, Coach Tyler, for the gym. Thank you, Dean Iverson, for making it possible. And thank you, Dean Tate, for the gig. Thank you. You don't want to miss this. We have every game you can think of, including board games, gift cards, and more. You don't want to miss it.
Yo, that's fire, man. Hey, you can't just let it ride like that, though. You gotta drop something on it.
Well, I ain't got no verses, but I got a hook.
Let's go!
Bet. Count it up. Blessings on blessings. I go to SWAU. I go to that. Thank you, Lord. Nice galore. I go to SWAU. Thank you, Lord. Greatest schooling stories ever told. Greatest schooling stories ever told. Bless the Lord, yeah, on my soul. Still dripping with Bermuda gold. Count it up. Blessings on blessings. I go to SWAU. I go to this. Thank you, Lord. Nice galore. I go to SWAU. Greatest schooling stories ever told. Greatest schooling stories ever told. Bless the Lord, yeah, on my soul. Still dripping in maroon and gold.
Assistant Dean Crispy with the kicks. I make magic, I don't play with tricks. Flip the beat and out of campus. The Toyota black like BLM and Kaepernick. Old methods are old, but I make it relevant. Can't expect change with no common sense, but we got change with the common sense. Broken your heart, have you wondering where God has been? Still knocking at the door. You should just let him in.
Oh my God, he on X Games mode.
Cause some came in the mail today.
These.
No, please, no, no, no.
Got it.
Brand new.
November 12th.
Live music and workshops.
Food and prizes.
Hope to see you there.
And don't forget to wear your mask.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. I'm Nurse Gloria. This is Coach Tyler. And the other part of our trio is Dean Janelle. We initiated the Encore program. And one of our follow-up, we had the activity event at the gymnasium. We had the Vespers with Pastor Gray speaking. And we also had the assembly where we did the skits to introduce you, because our focus is on campus and student unity. So, as part of our project for Encore, we also presented follow-up projects to students, and there were 3 types of projects that the students could complete to qualify for their coin. And then upon graduation, if they complete all the parts of the Encore program, they will also get something that comes together to represent all of the different portions of that program, and ours is only the first portion. So the projects that the students were able to complete were 3 different kinds. The first one was to do a proposal for a social program or an organization that would encourage unity on campus among students within our collegiate community. The second type of project that they had the option to do was a make a friend for our more, how do you say that? Extroverted student body. So the make a friend was to turn in journal entries of what they did each day to get to know a student that they did not know previously better, and how that relationship developed. And then the third and final type of project that could be completed to qualify for this portion of the Encore program was an artistic interpretation of unity. So we're going to now present the certificates and the coins to the students that participated and earned this portion of the Encore program, okay? So our first student is Hao Pian Singh. And Singh presented a proposal for an organization to increase unity. And if anyone is interested in learning more about that, we do have his proposal. at Student Services. The next student is Leah Cuevas. Ms. Cuevas. And she chose to complete an artistic interpretation of unity, and she is bringing her interpretation up to the stage so that you can witness the beauty of her art. Our next student is Caroline Torres. Do you need to assist? Our next person is Destiny de la Garza. And she also did artistic interpretation, so we have 3 artistic interpretations of unity, all with a unique and beautiful voice. Our next student is Juisa Faith Miller Rivera. This young lady chose to make a friend. So she logged what she did daily to make a new friend on campus, someone she didn't previously know. And Sing Nguyen is our last student. Singh also chose to present an artistic interpretation of unity on campus. So if you'll all stand in a row so Dean Janelle can get your picture. We'd like to thank all the students for participating, and please be sure that there are future opportunities for participation along all the portions of Encore. Have a great day.
Hey, Southwestern. Hey, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Austin Powell. I am the director of Pathways to Success. Beside me is...
Hi, my name is Melva Velez.
And she's the manager for the Pathways to Success. Our job is to help you succeed and to help you find internships. Oh, real fast, let me get the slide up on the screen. Freshmen, where are my freshmen out there? Oh, freshmen, all right. Where are my freshmen out there? Woo. All right. What I want you guys to do is take out your cell phone, scan it. Your dinner is this Monday, this coming Monday at 4:30. The vans will be leaving the gym parking lot at 4. What time are the vans leaving at? 4. So this Monday, you don't want to miss it. Scan it, register so we make sure you have the right pizza for you guys. Thank you so much.